Hey everyone, Chris here for Thomann Guitars and Basses. We are here at NAMM 24, but this video is coming out a little bit later and you'll know why in a second, because the guys here have some secrets that are going to be revealed today. This is Jay right next to me, Mr. Jay Rockett, and this is Chris. They'll walk us through what exactly is new at Jay Rockett. But before we get into the new baby, I wanted to just ask you, how you doing? What are you up to? What are the plans for this new year, 2024?
Doing good. We're doing good. We have a lot of products that we are working on currently. This year, we're hoping to really release total potentially 4 products.
Wow.
So,
okay.
And we brought one here as kind of a early teaser. So, but yeah, that's our plan. And our next release, can I show you our next release?
Oh yeah.
Is that all right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right. So this is our Airchild 660. And
Okay, I kind of have a feeling I know what that refers to.
yes, this is a compressor based on the famous Fairchild 660. Can I hand that to
Oh
you?
yeah,
And he
please,
can
absolutely.
take you through it for us.
It has a good weight. Get a good weight to it. So what are we looking at?
Well, obviously you can't recreate an entire Fairchild. It's basically our sonic interpretation of one. We didn't want to come out with another, typical guitar compressor, based on the same circuit. So we were kind of torn because, yes, we want it to be a guitar-oriented sound, but it's hard to fight against the traditional sound that's been created by your old school compressors over the years, because that's a guitar sound. It's kind of more like a limiter, really just kind of crushes everything. This thing actually really enhances. It's like when you turn it off, you immediately want it back on. Feels better, sounds better. It's got what I refer to as that Fairchild Growl. Without turning knobs, we have a tilt EQ, so when you turn it to the right, turn it this way, you're adding treble and reducing bass. When you turn it this way, the opposite, adding bass, reducing treble. And of course, we have a blend control, so you can blend in the dry signal. And it's certainly not complicated, certainly not as much as a Fairchild. So yes, we can't claim that it's a perfect iteration of a Fairchild, but sonically and just the feel that it gives you is pretty spot on. Pretty remarkable, especially doing it without tubes. But
this enclosure, which is very compact, it's like a very usable size. In case any of you are not familiar what a Fairchild is, it's one of the best and most beloved traditional classic studio compressors, which is much more than just actually squashing the tone. It's the sweetener. It's the thing you use for so many instruments, obviously for guitars as well, but not just for guitars. It's one of those, like the 1176, the LA2A.
Yep.
Fairchild is like, it's a sweetener, right?
Yeah.
Would you recommend using this for other instruments as well, except for like guitars and basses? Anything else?
Absolutely. It's, some things you might have to convert to line level, things like that. But, for the most part, it's just an excellent compression circuit, but combined with a great EQ circuit. And, a lot of people don't understand compression. I can't claim to be the expert, but in a studio, the best description of compression for me was it's the opposite of reverb. And when you think about that, right?
It's such a good way to explain what.
Yeah, it really does. So, with this, I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's one of those things that you have to experience it. We targeted tones for guitar. We wanted to go after the Lowell George slide tone and the Mark Knopfler tone, right? So something that makes your guitar sing, something that makes it feel like a lot of compressors, all of a sudden you don't feel like you're playing a guitar, you're fighting it. This one enhances it, and that's the sweetener, right? That's what we really went for from the get-go. So it was a difficult accomplishment. You know, it's not with the limited parts and without tubes, things like that. It took a lot of tweaking, and of course, you know, we wanted to make it look retro, old school with those Marconi knobs. So, and living in Nashville, right, I have access to a lot of guys that really understand what good compression sounds like. So we bounced it off of a lot of different players out there. So very happy with it.
It's so cool. Thank you so much for the infos, and you guys want to check this one out, you'll find a link in the description under this video, which will lead you to the product page. You'll find all the specs in case you want to know anything about it. We didn't talk about inputs, outputs, and power, but it's not going to shock you. It's the things on there you want to see on there, and it's top mount. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yes. So you guys take it easy. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions about it. I will so try this out and answer all your questions. Jay, Chris, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, our pleasure.
Bye-bye.